First, I want to apologize to you guys for not taking this video from starting this video from the beginning when I first took out the alternator. It's a little difficult, but it's doable. It's very doable. This is the area right there. I'm going to take some snapshots and add that on the inside of that area, the housing where the alternator goes, where it sits. But I'm just going to just drop down here a little bit, see if you guys can see a little bit. I don't know if you see that little, it looks like a little screw right there just below the exhaust manifold. That's where the bracket on the back of the alternator goes. You don't know what that bracket looks like? That's the one that holds the alternator to the engine. Well, it's a brace, you know, I guess for added support. It's put there for a reason, so I guess you gotta put it back. It's doable though. But yeah, that bracket, here. Let me just show you. The light's a little messed up. There's that bracket on the back of the alternator. You know, when it sits in there, it's gonna sit back in there like that. It'll just flop right back in there. Just leave this bolt a little bit loose on the inside of here. That little bolt right there on the inside. Just leave it a tiny bit loose so you can have a little bit of play when you're trying to wiggle it back in there. But anyway, this car is nasty, man. I got to power wash it, you know. But I guess right now the main thing is getting this alternator back in there. All right, so I'm gonna try to get it back in there. It's pretty easy. Oh yeah, I did take it out and put it back in there. I couldn't find the wire. And just so you know, you need to use a 12 millimeter socket, double extension. So you want to double these guys up. You know, take your finger from the side of the car over here, like down. Down up in there, you'll feel it. You know what I mean? Just see where my finger is, my hand is. You'll feel it in there. I take some snapshots for you. You can see it's like 3 bolts. It's the one in the middle that holds the bracket. But anyway, you'll feel it. Slide it on there with the 2 short extensions, not 1 long extension. 2 short extensions is you're able to work a little bit better with. All right, gives you a little bit more room and maneuverability. You guide your finger on it down there. You have your ratchet right next to you. This little ratchet right here is what I'm using, this Craftsman's, you know. All right, so I usually put this down there, put my finger on the bolt, and then guide the socket on the bolt, and then just hold it there, and then grab the ratchet, put the ratchet on, and then start loosening it up. You know, once the bolt's loose, take the ratchet off, take one of the end of the extension off, so you only got 1 short extension. Guide your finger back down on the screw again, and just start to unscrew the bolt. That's it. As simple as that, man. All right. I'm gonna probably show you what it looks like after it's all complete. But basically, the whole object of this video is just to show you how to get it out. The way you get it out, you put it back in the same way. Put that screw back in. Very important. In order to put the screw back in, what you do is you take your screw and you take a piece of black tape and you put it on the inside of this right here, and you kind of wedge the screw back in there. And the same concept, after you get your alternator back into the housing with this little bracket back there in there, you stick your finger back up in there. You're gonna feel a little that little what you call them, the stud back there. You see it, and you're gonna guide your finger back down there with the screw, with the inside the socket with the tape in it. This way it don't fall out. You start screwing it in, just keep screwing until you tighten everything down and you're done. So that's about that, man. It's all good. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll be happy to answer any questions that you guys got. I've been doing mechanic work for, I'm gonna say at least 30 years. It's not my profession, but however, everybody in my family does mechanic work. So of course, I'm a mechanic also by family. LOL. Anyway, if you got any questions, just leave a comment down the bottom. Your question, I'll be happy to answer them. All right, good luck out there, guys. To all you guys with them 2006 GS300s. Take care.